Yo, what's going on, you guys? First of all, how are you? I'm doing great. But before we get into what this actually is, there's a couple of things that I need to address. So I've been getting this question quite a bit lately. Yo, Jeremy, why do you still play basketball the way you do? I kind of addressed this a while back when I posted one of my pictures on Instagram. I don't know if you guys follow me or not, but I just kind of wanted to clear the air about what I'm trying to accomplish with these videos. So my goal isn't to go to the league, make it to the NBA, like nothing like that, but I do still want to get better. And the reason I want to get better is to be able to have the knowledge to make other people better as well. I'm gonna just take you back to one of my experiences. I remember in high school, I had this coach, his name was Coach T. Now, Coach T wasn't the head coach, but he was an assistant coach. And one thing I really value that Coach T did for us is that he worked out with us when we were working out. You know, our head coach was a little older, but Coach T was fairly young. So anything that we did, he participated as well. And that type of coaching style really made me feel a part of the team. Not necessarily that I never felt that way before, but him being able to just kind of, you know, work with us and show us how things actually work instead of just trying to point you in the direction of how you may think they might work, definitely changed the game for me. And that's what I'm pretty much looking to do here, man. It's not necessarily about me. I know it's probably hard to believe, but none of these things are necessarily just for me. That's how For the Love of the Game was created. This was a series that was created strictly for Bradley. Like, I wanted Bradley to get better. I wanted to be able to show Bradley certain things that I knew. But now that Bradley knows a lot that I know, I need to still be able to gain the knowledge to be able to help people like Bradley, to be able to help people who are watching these videos, to be able to help people that come up to me and say, yo, Jay Jones, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I want to be able to help. So when I'm going through these drills or you're watching this series, just keep in mind, it's just not for me, but for you as well. I want you to be able to actually listen and see what's going on so you can use that to enhance your game. So yeah, man, that's why I'm doing what I do. Of course, I'm going to forever hoop because I love basketball. And that's another thing that I mentioned in that Instagram post. Like, I will never take ball for granted. Ball has brought me so many opportunities that, man, that I'm forever thankful for. But even after that, like, once this is all said and done and I won't be able to hoop the way I want to anymore, I hope that when I reach that point, I will then still have enough knowledge to not only prove to you guys from these videos that I do have that knowledge, but to actually be able to help the people that ask me for help. Which leads me to introduce my new series called Mind Matters. Mind, M-I-N-D, as in the mind matters within whatever you do, whether that's school, whether that's on the court, whether that's boxing. You have to have the knowledge to be able to complete these things in the best way you possibly could. And then mine, M-I-N-E, as in my people matter. And I think that's also really big in my book. Just going back to what I explained, man, I kind of want, if you're around me and you guys are considered like my people, I want y'all to be able to have like the tools and everything that you may need to like be good, man. It's just togetherness, just trying to come together to where you also understand what's going on, how you might want to attack the situation, and just constantly getting better. Now, I can't tell you how often I will be able to post these type of videos. The production is on a higher scale than I can personally create myself, but the knowledge that we will all get from these people and some of the things that they're going to say, I think is going to be much more beneficial than the amount of videos that's posted. All right, so I just realized that whole portion before this portion was blurry, but I'm a blurry type of guy, and in my heart, I still love you. But just to get back on a serious note, Mind Matters is a new series that breaks down the intelligence behind instinct. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Round two, looking to get better. Got my boy Lawley in the building, man. He's been helping me just work on my game so I can help you guys work on your game as well. What we got in mind, bro? What you thinking?
So we're gonna do some skip step stuff. I know you enjoy it. I know you love it, especially with the finals coming along.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
KD, this is one of his favorite moves. So we're gonna do some lateral bound stuff. You guys are gonna watch us go through it. Great way for you guys to create additional separation between you and your defender while making easy reads. Basketball is a game of read and react.
Word.
So we have to understand that as players, as hoopers, this is the best move for you guys to use in order to get yourself in those read and react situations, be successful on the court.
Okay.
Let's get to work, baby.
Get it, bro.
Yep. So when using a lateral bound or a skip step, there are three main options that we have out there. The first, we're gonna attack. So if I get out of that creating lateral space and I see a defender parked on the inside hip, I'm gonna be able to access that immediate ball side attack. The second, if I see defender jump that ball side, or jump the ball, I can counter option, which is coming back against the grain of where I first was coming from. The third, if my defender sags, I'm gonna gather and get right into that jump shot. This tends to be Kevin Durant's favorite action because as soon as that defender sags or is moving downhill, he can gather right into his pull-up and access that easy jump shot. Oh! Let's go. This pickup is called the delayed pickup. Very important that you guys understand what is and what is not a travel violation. So many people get confused and they think so many NBA players travel. Now there are a few that do, but for the most part, when we go into our pickup, when we go into our shot, the two steps do not count until the ball is secured or comes to rest. That means the ball either gets pinned to our body, is trapped with our hand underneath it, or we secure it with another part of our frame, like our hand. So as we go into this cross or this delayed pickup, I want you guys to watch how the ball's just gonna float in Jay's hand or float in Jay's pocket. And when he secures it, that's when those two steps count. So don't get confused, this is not a travel. Good. Damn, that's tough. Okay, so they're just looking at shoulders and ball. Okay. So is that, if they see those shoulders raised up or if they see that ball go above the head, they're automatically going to contest. They're not focusing on footwork. So what we need to think or we need to focus on is making sure that we can control our body out of that shot face. Now, if you have your base narrow and your momentum is pulling you that way, you're not going to be able to push up to come back on that move except that you have to get that base wider in order to control where that body ends up going after. Shot, start in a loaded position rather than just staying upright before the catch. Preparation is one of the most important pieces of our shot, and right now I'm sure your arm is a little sore right now. You're literally just like, you can't feel it, right? You're like,
on, try.
Right?
Yep.
Carpal tunnel's sinking in right now. Slow down, get your hips loaded, gather into your shot to get a little bit more power, a little bit more ball and hip grip.
That's for sure.
Yo, thank you guys for watching. What you just saw is episode 1. Now episode 2 is also finished, and that is going to feature Kevin Durant. So yeah, man, be on the lookout for that episode as well. Again, thank you all for showing support. Thank you all for constantly showing the love that you do. Also, be on the lookout for the Never Fold merch, wristbands, shirts, shorts. That's something I also need y'all to just keep on the wraps at least until Saturday. I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all about all of this, but until then, it's just holla at your kid, Jay Jones. Never Fold.